During the scaling phase, there's a number of things that you need to do, but the first thing is 5 mindsets that you need to master. The scaling phase is from $100,000 all the way to $1 million practice. This is what you need to do to be able to master the scaling phase. The first mindset shift that you need to master in the scaling phase is that the very thing that got you to 6 figures is the exact opposite of what will get you to 7 figures. For you to get to that scaling phase, it took wearing lots of hats, reducing risk, and just taking on as much as you can. You are a workhorse to get to that 6 figures. Now, the very thing that's going to get you to 7 figures is to take those hats off. It's a change in mindset where you're taking hats off and asking yourself, why am I doing this when the use of my time is better served over here? So when you master this mindset, it's going to help you continue to scale. The second mindset that you have to master during the scaling phase is to replace yourself. You want to replace yourself with people, systems, and automations. So asking yourself, what am I doing? How do I teach someone else to do this? How do I give them feedback on how they're doing? And then how do I pull myself out is the best use of your time during the scaling phase. The third mindset that you have to master during the scaling phase is to automate your marketing. So often from the $0 to $100,000 range, private practices will do all of their own marketing and bootstrap it. You want to set up automations. This can look like automating your Facebook feed. This can look like automating all of your Google ads or having a company oversee it. This can look like having an assistant that sends out regular press releases. This can look like bringing on a marketing person or a photographer to your team so that they can be creating content that's regularly going out to attract your ideal client. The fourth mindset for a scaling practice is understanding the lifetime value of a customer. Many private practice owners don't understand this. It's really simple. Imagine someone comes to see you 8 times and you charge $100 per session. That means that that person is worth $800. Now say they come 2 times over the next few years after they're done with counseling. Well, that would mean that they're worth $1,000. Now say about 20% of your people will refer a friend. Well, that means that that's an extra $200. So the lifetime value of someone is $1,200. So if you put $100 into getting a new client through Google ads, Facebook ads, local advertising, and you only get 1 client from that, that's totally worth it because you spent $100 to get something that the lifetime value is $1,200. The final mindset for scaling a practice is to de-emphasize yourself. In every situation, focus on emphasizing the business and the people rather than yourself. So for example, in a staff meeting, rather than focusing on something you did for the practice, what you want to do is have people tell stories of what they did. Maybe they went and they networked with a new attorney, and that attorney then referred people to the practice. Or maybe someone wrote an article for the local newspaper, or someone was interviewed on radio. Having them talk about it, having them be the hero, and having you be the guide is one of the best ways for you to grow a team that really looks out for each other and scales. The owners that I have seen level up the fastest are those that slow down. Those that slow down enough to innovate, to create, and to focus on what's most important. When I was at Slowdown School last year, an event I put on for my Next Level Mastermind folks, I saw people slow down and clarify what they needed to be working on and get rid of everything else. With that extreme focus, they were able to get to that next level so much faster than everyone else. If you're interested in joining Next Level Mastermind or any of the other services we have for private practice owners, head on over to practiceofthepractice.com/apply.